Alright. So let's tweet about this shit. Ah. Okay, let's see. Of course, there's going to be stuttering in the beginning because I'm just setting up everything, and my computer's a tiny, tiny little thing that's very old and very slow. I need to get a new one. Real bad. Like, real bad. Hey, Kaito! I'm just setting some stuff up. Oh! Blah. I'm just getting things set up, guys. Un momento, por favor. Yeah, you're gonna be hearing a bit of stuttering for this bit for the first while, at least until we start getting really into the game. Main thing because I'm just setting up everything. So, bear with me, guys. I have plenty of water for all of this. It's going to be very nice, or I'm going to die. Okay, so gonna copy link. Alright, and now to tweet about this strem. I'm not able to see chat right now, just give me one moment. Bear with me. No, I'm not gonna apologize for it. Alright. That has been tweeted out. Alright. There we go. Now I'm able to see screen, the freaking chat and stuff. Stalking fan, I don't have any sisters. I'm the eldest sister of three. Of three, like, offspring. So, no. I don't know what it's like to have annoying as hell sisters. I know what it's like to have annoying as hell brothers, but that's neither here nor there. Alright, we're just gonna wait for a couple more people to hop on in here. You'd like to think you could beat me. Oh, you're cute. You're cute. You're adorable. I could just pinch your cheeks. Hey, there's a Matt in the chat. No, Kaito, I agree. I agree. I mean, let me level with you here, Kaito. Elfen Lied was like the first anime that I got into that was that actually had nudity in it. And yeah, that was an experience for I think it was like 15-year-old me. Matt, how dare you? You have stuffed crust pizza and you don't share with me? What kind of friend are you? No, I know what kind of friend you are. You're the worst kind. Asshole. Alright. Alright. I've already decorated everything in my room. I don't care if Ryan's stream is taking my thunder or not. Let Ryan do what Ryan does. If Ryan wants to do the stream, totally fine. I had already planned on doing this stream today, so I'm making good on that fucking promise if it fucking kills me. Yeah, that's not an anime for 11-year-olds. It's just not. Alright, let's go to the shop, see what I can get. Brainulator, I don't really care. I don't really care on the view count, to be honest. There's a movie poster right there. Everything's going okay. So while we're waiting on people to kind of shuffle in and, you know, get settled and all that. Yeah, everything's going okay. Last week, I want to tell you guys a story. So this takes place last week. So here it is, I'm at work, just manning the cafe. Everything's going fine. The work is going fine, you know, the day has been going alright. And, you know, I start feeling this kind of pressure going on in the back of my jaw. I thought it's probably gonna go away a little bit later as soon as I eat something. It's probably nothing. So I order myself a sandwich. I eat. It's a good sandwich. It was like turkey with lettuce and tomato, and it was a really good one. Now granted, they already had sandwiches over at the workplace, because what they usually do is like every Saturday they get like free meals for lunch, but it's always random, so you never know what you're gonna get. So I didn't know what was for lunch. I didn't find out until after my sandwich actually came in, and by the time that it came in, I was just like, you know what? It's fine. Because you know what? My sandwich was cheaper than the ones that you guys got, so take that, bitch! So I go off and enjoy my meal, and I come back, and the day goes on, you know, fairly well, actually. Nothing of too horrible consequence actually happens. But that pressure is starting to build up gradually as the day goes on, and it's especially gotten worse after I've eaten. So I get home, I decide, you know what, this is starting to become a problem. I'll just take some pain medicine, sleep it off, and it'll go away in the morning. It did not go away in the morning. So, I'm starting to think, okay, yeah, this is a problem. I thought, okay, so it's definitely got to be my wisdom tooth. Or the two of them that are actually way in the back. So I thought, okay, I'm just gonna try and grin and bear it for, you know, this week. Set up an appointment to see the dentist on Wednesday, since that'll be my day off. And I'll just go in there, they'll take a look at it and see what we can do from there. Good plan, right? I didn't get through all of Monday when I got into work that day. I go into work on Monday, and, you know, I have this notepad and a pen with me because the pain was so bad. I actually came in with ibuprofen and an ice pack just to try and bear through the pain, but it was just so bad. My boss catches wind of this, and she just basically says, like, okay, go ahead, send her home, just tell her to go and see the dentist the next day, and, you know, we'll see what we can do from there. So I ended up changing the date, from my appointment from Wednesday to the next day, and I go to the dentist, and they tell me, okay, yeah, that wisdom tooth has got to come out. We'll set up an appointment for you, but considering it's summer, it's going to be very difficult to get you one. It's either going to work or it doesn't. Because apparently a lot of people think that it's a great idea to go and get your wisdom teeth taken out in the middle of summer. Pain in the ass. But we get it set up. I tell my boss, just like, okay, so this is the situation. I'm going to be going in to the oral surgeon on Thursday, and I'm going to get it taken out. I'll be gone for a couple days. I'll have a doctor's note and everything. I'll be fine. And, you know, she was cool with it. She helped me, you know, kind of get that set up and everything. I managed to go in on Wednesday, stay in the office all day, so, you know, I wasn't really talking to people, and that was less trouble for my mouth. So basically, Thursday comes along, and it's the day of the surgery. Now, I was very, 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 very anxious about this whole thing, because when you get your wisdom teeth taken out, you have one of two options of how you want to do it. You can either get numbed up and then stay awake for the entire surgery. Basically the whole grin and bear it kind of thing. Or you can get yourself some anesthesia, get yourself knocked out, and by the time that you wake up, it'll already be done. Now, considering the two options there, the one that was a bit more sane to take was the anesthesia, believe it or not. So, I go in, you know, they basically tell me this is what's going to happen, this is where you're at right now, this is the only tooth that we're going to take out. So, I have one that's out, but the other three, they're going to have to be taken out at some point in the near future. So, I go in, I go into the room, they set me up, they give me this chemical that's going to relax my muscles, and here it is, I'm shaking. This room was so butt-munchingly cold! It was so freaking freezing in there, and by the time that muscle relaxation thing that they put into my arm basically got in, you know, I was just shaking the entire time. Now, I don't know if it was because of the temperature or if it was because of the chemical just kind of coursing through my body, but they're just basically getting everything set up, and here it is. I'm lying on this chair with all the needle stuck in my freaking arm. And basically, the doctors come back in, and they get everything ready, and this is it. I'm just thinking, this is it. Oh god, this is it. So, the last thing I remember is the surgeon looking at me and just basically saying, okay, so tell me when you start feeling lightheaded. I didn't even get a chance to say what I felt like. The next thing I know, I wake up and I have a gauze in my mouth, so I'm assuming that it got done. And I hear them actually talking about what it is they're going to do for lunch, and they're talking about Chick-fil-A, and one of them was just thinking, like, should I get the fries? I mean, I don't know. And the first thing that comes out of my mouth is like, get the waffle fries, they're the best. But yeah. They helped me out of the chair and into a wheelchair so that they could take me over to my ride. And yeah, that was my experience, my first experience going over to an oral surgeon. You know, I thought that it was going to be... No, actually, I think it was everything that I kind of expected it to be. It was just... I was just freaking out over the whole idea of me getting, you know, sedated so that, you know, they could work on me and I wouldn't fuss. Because I know I would have. I'm gonna have to do it again. At least 2 more times. At the very least 2. Or at most, I mean. But... But yeah, they sent me home, they gave me some medication, and I've actually been doing pretty well since then. The only thing that I felt has actually been like a small bit of pressure, and the reason for that is because when you take pain medication while you're still under the effects of anesthesia, it makes the pain that comes afterwards so much easier to bear. And it actually wasn't that bad. I wasn't able to, like, eat anything solid or, like, you know, anything that was, No, it wasn't on Monday. It was on Thursday, last week. But, But yeah, I've actually been doing a lot better now. I've now gotten down to the point where I don't really need the medication anymore, and I'm not in pain, and I ran out of antibiotic, so, you know, I'm fine. This upcoming Monday, I'm gonna have a follow-up appointment so that they can check and see how everything's healing. So if there's anything else that needs to get taken care of. It wasn't actually that big of pain, that's the thing. It's not so much as a pain tolerance being so great or anything like that. Okay. Like, when my wisdom tooth was actually growing in, it was absolutely agonizing. I would scream in agony. It was horrible. But yeah. That's my story for the week. I've been able to pretty much catch up on everything, and I've been doing well for the past couple of days. Alright, so I've stalled long enough. Let's get back to work. Alright. Huh? I didn't expect you today. I was waiting for you to call, and you say you wouldn't be coming or something. Things at the Apollo Bank are getting ugly, so that means more people will be looking for a drink. You can take a break, you know. You're quite the hard worker. And the streets are not exactly safe right now. They've never been when you get down to it. And besides, I can't afford not to I can't afford to not come with the bar closing soon. I wonder if any bar has used impending closure as a means of getting their employees to work. Seems like the total opposite would happen. Not to mention, I get bored out of my brains in the apartment, so I'd rather come here anyway. What did you say? Nothing important. Gil isn't back yet? Nope. I wouldn't worry too much about him, though. If you say so. Say, what's this bottle? A client gave it to me yesterday. A gift of sorts, I'm guessing. Oh, cool. It's some sort of rum. Rum? Nice. Want me to serve you a bit of it? Yeah, sure. Okay. Here. Alright. I'm gonna enjoy this in my office. Thanks! Anytime. Okay then. Wait, that's not how it goes. No one here to retort. Man, it feels lonely without Gil here. I just hope the restlessness in the streets doesn't lead to dangerous or weird types coming in here. I have no idea what kind of voice to give this one. I haven't had rum with Coke. I'd like to try it though. It's the brain from Teen Titans. I can't do that voice, unfortunately. Text to speech for brain. You know, I would if I could, but I don't have text to speech. You know what? You know what? Let's be creative here and just leave the beeps as its freaking voice. Like that's the most it can do. Holy shit, that was a record-breaking jinx. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? Don't make me joke about becoming real. Don't make a joke about becoming real. On it. Let's give this brain a blue fairy. Here you go. So, how are you gonna... Oh, you can grab stuff. Should have figured as much. You can drink stuff? Can I ask you something, Miss... Okay, Taylor. Not too easy. You are a brain in a jar, right? So, how... Why... You're not something a girl sees every day, and that's saying quite a bit in these parts. A speech? I'm guessing you prepared that after being asked the same question too many times, huh? Sure. What brings one of our world's 5 brains in jars to this place, though? Have you come here before? It's Jill. Thank you. Say, weren't you scared of going outside today? What with that commotion around and all? Yeah, you're right. You're awfully energetic, did you know that? No, not at all. Just that I figured a brain in a jar wouldn't be so happy. I wonder. Depends on what it takes. Alright, then yeah, I'll make you happy. Here, a beer. Hey, Taylor, may I ask you something a bit indiscreet? While you had your other body, were you male or female? You don't. Blurry? Wait, don't you have pics or anything like that? Damn. Just out of curiosity, in a third-person scenario, how should one refer to you? I guess that makes sense. Are you okay with that? I see. But this isn't about what makes me comfortable. If you want to call that a downside. Why though? Lilium can get drunk with no problem. Yeah, you're right. Oh, Alma. Just, oh, Alma, where's the courtesy one would expect from a plebeian bar staff? Welcome to Valhalla, what can I get you? Happy? Not when you put it that way. Whoa! Sorry, you don't see talking disembodied brains every day. I mean, I did work a summer in Lilia maintenance, but even then, those were talking heads. Nice to meet you, Taylor. Sorry, I only date people who are at least 50% organic, and at least have one face. I guess if Jill's the bartender, I don't have a problem with it. What will you have? I'll have a cobalt velvet. And you, Taylor? You're gonna have me drink alone? Okay then. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the rocks and mixa. Your drink. You know, you've been nicer to me these past minutes than at least 3 guys I have been in the last year. Only for about half a year or so, if memory serves right. It feels like it's been longer. Shut up, you love me and you know it. Well, the first time I came here, the other guy... Speaking of which, where's Pablo? Gillian. Archimedes. Dunno. Adventuring or something. Anyways, the other guy served me the first time I came here. Nothing unusual there. The next time I showed up, Jill here was the one serving, and I don't know. I just feel like she gets me. There's this chemistry. We click. We click, she says. The fact that I feel more chemistry with her than many other people is kinda sad, though. Bye! Please come again. That Taylor show was nice. A bit weird at first, though. Apparently, one of the 5 brains being studied by scientists or something. There's a summary of it in this pamphlet. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've heard of them before. Can't believe I actually met one. Say, Elma, how many people are there in your family? Just curious. Well, aside from my mom and dad, we're 4 sisters and 1 brother. Funnily enough, we all have names that start with the first 5 letters of the alphabet. So you're the eldest one? No, I'm actually the middle kid. You're the middle kid, but your name starts with an A? Don't think too much about it. I never said the order reflected our ages. My sister Carlotta is the eldest one. Then there's Diana, just before me. Then comes Ava. At the bottom lies Bella... sorry. The youngest one is Bernardo. You've never been alone, I'm guessing. Can't complain about that, I guess. It helps that we were never 5 in the same house. By the time Iveta and Bernie were born, Diana and Carlotta had already moved. Oh no! Stream? Stream! That's not good. How is the stream offline? That's not good. Is it back? Oh, yay! Oh, good. I'm sorry, guys. I was worried there for a minute. Okay. Sorry about that. Speaking of family, today I came because I needed a break from everything that's been going on with them. Do you live with them? No, but Iveta and Bernie do. Not to mention I visit them almost every day. Anyway, my second eldest sister, Diana, just separated from her husband. It's not even been a week, but she's already got some other guy in her bed. She left her kid with her husband's parents and pretty much forgot about them. Never mind the fact that they need to go to school and all that. Damn. Diana's life has always been messy, but these days she's really making it big. She wants time for herself to live her life. She didn't think about that when she married a guy at 20. She didn't think about that when marrying a guy she had only... She didn't think about that when marrying a guy she had only known for like 3 months. You should take your own advice. Hey, I'd never marry someone who could catch my attention so quickly, okay? Sure, there was that one time when it almost happened, but I blame the damn stadium kiss cam. Kiss cam? I was going out with a guy my little sister introduced me to. Seems he and her friend's brother or something. We went out a couple of times and he invited me to a basketball game. The mood was nice, but then later the kiss cam focused on us and instead of kissing me, he proposed. I almost got caught in the mood and accepted. Huh. So I take it you rejected him. In a stadium. On the fucking kiss cam. We went out for like 3 weeks. I don't know. Maybe he wanted to get in my pants with the old sex on the wedding night line. But I honest to God can't understand why he thought it would be a good idea. That sounds too convoluted, you know? Proposing and waiting for the wedding night just for sex? Never underestimate the lengths a man is willing to go to get you in their bed. I've seen more convoluted plots over the years. I'm feeling tempted to ask, but I'll pass. Want anything else? What's that bottle? Oh yeah, it's just some rum a client gave me yesterday. A gift? What did you do? A good enough service, I'm guessing. Kasike. Interesting name. What does it mean? Kasike is the names of the chieftain in some native tribes. I see. Do you want me to serve you some of this? I'll pass. I don't have too many good memories where rum's involved. Get me a fringe weaver instead, will you? Alright. Boom. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One fringe weaver. What kind of memories do you have with rum? Nothing you need to worry about. Okay. Alright, now's my turn to ask questions. About what? What kind of family is your family? Well, I'm an only child. My mom and dad split amicably. My mom is a violinist, so she was always away from home with the orchestra. I spent most of my time with my dad, my aunt, and my grandpa. Aside from that, I'd say my childhood was quite uneventful. Didn't you get something like your mom's artistic vein or something? I played the violin until I was around 16, I think. What made you stop? I don't know. I just kind of said, that's it, one day, and... stopped. What about cousins or the rest of your family? I see very little of them, actually. Mainly because my dad moved away from most of them. Most of my mom's family lives in France to boot. So your mom's French? Yep. Can you speak French? Oh! I'm going to attempt. Mon elguser fuck es plein d'anglais. I don't know. I fucking fucked it up. Ooh, what does that mean? Rubbish? I don't know. I can't speak French. I did try though, but college started and I stopped taking classes. Funny thing, I actually have a cousin from my mom's side that lives close by. But you'll be hard-pressed to make me spot him in a crowd. You're kinda lucky, you know? All of my mom's side of the family lives here. The chances of me meeting someone I'm related to on the street are ridiculously high. But yeah, that's the primer of my family. Nothing too interesting, that, sadly. Your mom's a French violinist and you're called that uninteresting? I'm wondering if your family has ever made a fuss about you being a hacker. A hacker makes it sound too exotic. It's like if I called you a mixologist. Please don't. Ever. Sounds like something somebody would say to make bartenders sound sophisticated. See? I mean, a hacker is a good way to summarize it, but it's not the best. I'm a security consultant. People want to find flaws in the security of their systems, and I do my best to pinpoint where it breaks. Be it Glitch City or anywhere else in the world, they need security. I'm their woman. You've told quite a few stories about cracking into databases to retrieve info like some sort of mercenary, though. That doesn't change the fact that hacker is not the best term to use. Makes the whole thing sound illegal when it's actually an honest job. Didn't you tell me once you secured some incriminating pics from a guy's cell phone? A mostly honest job. Sheesh. What made you become a hacker, by the way? I've always been a sucker for puzzles. Even as a kid, I always had a Sudoku or crossword with me. But at some point, they started feeling kinda samey. So, when I started college, I took a course on system security. It felt like the kind of puzzle I was looking for. I mean, there's all kinds of things involved in breaching net security. You need to attack the stuff from different angles. And it's something that's always evolving. The whole point of everything is to strengthen security. Every time you think you've got the gist of it, they change everything. So it's kind of like an always evolving puzzle. A puzzle I help make harder at that. Huh, I didn't think about it that way. It is less actiony than what movies make it up to be, though. No real-time frantic typing, nothing like that. Still, seeing my code break through something... yeah. Still, seeing my code break through something, it's an amazing feeling. Will you have anything else? I'll have a classy drink. Any classy drink. Here goes nothing. Blech. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here. Bravo! You made me very happy. Woohoo, I guess. You know, sometimes I feel like you know me better than all the guys I've been with. I feel compelled to ask how many guys you've been with. If we're talking about serious, long-lasting relationships, just a handful. Casual dating and one-night stands, on the other hand... Why do that? Why go through so many people? Hey, it's not like I take every guy I see to bed. What do you take me for? You know what I mean. Yeah. That's something I don't have an answer to, actually. Maybe I'm just a romantic that loves having someone to cuddle with. Maybe I just get lonely. Maybe there's some deep-seated psychological reason behind it all. Maybe I'm just horny. Whatever the case, I just kind of feel like it's a quest I shouldn't give up on yet. I swear, if you start saying that it's a love quest, I'm going to fucking punch you. No. Well, it's not like I'm too different. Until recently, I had a streak of one-night stands. Really? What made you stop? Reasons. What is it? Tell me! Maybe later. It's time for my break. Come with me? Huh? Why? Can't I stay here, away from the cold? I don't trust you. You could fit a bottle between those tits of yours and nobody would know. Why not just say, please come with... Why not just say, please come and let's keep talking at the back of the bar? You got the message. Now come. Guide me then. Boss, I'm taking my break. Call me if anyone comes in. Sure. No, I'd rather not hope that... I'd rather not think that maybe Alma would be Christian. Please. That'd be gross. It'd be very gross. Okay. Ah. Cold. Sure, it's chilly out there. It's kind of refreshing. The hobo out there robot there seems like a nice guy. Billy Vine? Yeah, he's a cool guy. Very respectable. Apparently he's got into some legal trouble and that's why he's like that. Really? He could also just be a very nice crackhead though. So, are you gonna tell me? What? Why did you stop having one-night stands and all that? I started working here. I don't know. After I started working here, I felt like I didn't need to do that anymore. Maybe I was just lonely. Aw, how cute! I also got fed up with everyone complaining about me smoking on the bed. You're gonna burn the bed with that. Yeah. If you ever need a hug, just let me know. You don't need one-night stands for that. You left me thinking though. What's your thing? Your fetish? You struck me as the kind to have an overpower fetish of sorts. You want to feel totally swayed by someone, have consensual yet forceful sex with your partner? Did I hit a bullseye? You have quite the imagination, girl. Alma! Alma, please. Alma, please. Honey! Some service here! I'm here, don't scream. Oh! Were you two hanging at the back of the bar? What kind of stuff were you doing? Just talking. Is that what they call it these days? What do you want? Something soft, something sweet. No alcohol, please. Wouldn't it be the same if you just grabbed a soda from a vending machine? But I like you! Do you just like my presents that much? Sweet and non-alcoholic, you say? Alright. Okay. Here, like you asked. See? You don't get this kind of treatment from vending machines. Unless you're Lawrence. But he has this weird idea that good service is the same as selling lukewarm cans of cola. Lawrence? A friend of mine. He's a vending machine. Oh. Oh, but how impolite of me. I'm lovely and my name's Dorothy. Dorothy Hayes, nice to meet you. Oh, I'm Alma. The pleasure's mine. Dorothy, you say? Yep. Why? Nothing. I guess I've heard about you before. Really? What kind of stuff? Tell me! Mostly about your, pluckiness. And here I was thinking it was just because I'm a sex worker. So much for trying to be subtle. Hey, I take pride in my job. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. Isn't it dangerous? I know how to take care of myself, thank you very much. Where do you work, Alma? I'm a hacker. Really? A full-fledged hacker? Not the kind that sees a computer logged into some account and says that it's hacking, right? No, of course not. I've always been curious about how being a hacker works. Do you just start typing really fast while waiting for something to happen? No. I can explain, but I don't know if you'll get it. We don't know. We won't know until you try, right? Last time I said that, I had to jam the plastic replica of a halogen light bulb of a Chromax test. Oh, Dorothy. It was a success. Okay then. Let me try to explain in general how it works. Let's say I have to retrieve information from a company's database. Alright. First, I do some research on the target, OS, servers, and how the information is stored and all that. There have been a couple of occasions where I had to go in blind, but they're the exception rather than the rule. First, I secure things from my side. I start working behind proxies, websites, and through other more valuable computers I find on the way. After that, I start testing the networks. I go through the basic protocols, try known exploits as long as they don't trigger any alarm. Once I've tested the ground, the fun starts. I go I go through the security protocols and look to bypass them. Sometimes I have to look deeper into the code for the password itself.
I see.
Then, when I'm finally in, I go and retrieve user privileges. After that, I go and try to become a super user and get what I need.
How do you do that?
Well, there are a couple of ways. I can use a pre-made program to hack into an already existing account. I can use info someone already gave me. But the usual way is using a buffer overflow.
Buff? What happens next? What happens next?
I create a backdoor in the system before leaving and covering my tracks.
I can't handle it anymore. Oh, hack me! Hack me like you've never hacked anything before! Make my buffer over!
Oh my god!
Sorry, I got carried away.
Oh shit, what happened?
Have you seen those movies or books where a couple does something like that? Like paint a picture or cook? But they make it sound like they're having sex instead.
Suggestive scenes, yeah.
Well, that whole thing was kind of like that for me.
Really?
I guess humans don't really get it because their minds don't upload to networks or anything. But trust me, if you recorded yourself giving a really detailed explanation in a really sexy voice, you'd make millions. Horny Lilium are an unexploited market.
I see. Oh, looks like my ride's here. Your ride? Yep, my brother-in-law came to look for me. Is it alright to ask that of him? It's okay, I've known him since preschool. It just so happens that he got married to my sister. Hey, Dorothy, you need a ride?
Can you drop me by the 3rd Street?
Sure, it's on the way.
Yay! I'll take your offer then. Bye, honey!
Later, Jill. Take care. The street seems noisy. Oh, a client. Hello, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get? Such a small yet comfortable place. Truly an oasis of spiritual drinks in the midst of the suburban desert. A place where lost and corrupt souls can gather to forget their troubles for a while. A nest where everyone from the most pathetic scum to the vilest trash junkie can sit to kill their insides. Truly, a real persona non grata. That's Latin for mysterious place, by the way. I'm so smart and philosophical. Alright, we got ourselves a persona non grata here. What will you have then? 17. Excuse me? I said 17. 7 plus teen. What does that mean? What does it mean to you? Just to be sure, 17 is about the drink you want, right? Only if you want it to be. 17, the hell does that mean? Okay. I really don't want to fuck this up, so... Please! 17. You said 7 plus teen. At first I thought it was Piano Man, but I don't know if that's right. Yeah, what's a 17? You know what? No, I feel like if I look it up, then I'm cheating. No, it's not 17 parts. If it was 17 parts, it'd be far too much. I was thinking it would be the 17th drink in the recipe book, but it's... Last time I did it, it wasn't. Seven plus teen. What the fuck? Kid, fuck you! Help me out here! I'm stuck! This guy apparently wants a 17. I don't know what that means. He said 7 plus teen. I was thinking it would be this, but it's not. Last time I played this game, it wasn't. I don't know what it is. Then look it up, you moron! I don't know. I'm stuck. Like, they go and throw this curveball at me. What the hell? Okay, Like something that adds up to 17 parts. No! No, that'd be too much. That'd be too much. It's either the 17th drink or 7 plus teen. Okay. No, that'd be bad service. I'm not gonna do that to the bar. It's already on the verge of closing. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, Okay. Let's see. Maybe ingredients that add to 17, I'm not sure. 4 of each ingredient. That wouldn't be right. The closest ones are the Piano Man and Piano Woman. 13. 7. 10, 4, 10, 7, 7, 10, 10, 6, 10, drinks with optional Carmatrin? Okay. Okay, so that narrows it down a bit. So that leaves Service, Crevice Spike, Blue Fairy, Fluffy Dream, Gut Punch, Sparkle Star, five to 6 in size, yeah. Sugar Rush, Sunshine Cloud. So those are the ones that we got. An extra large blue fairy? Okay. How would I be able to make it, like, large? That's the thing. Like, I know I've done that once. Okay. So. No. If it was large, then it would just add up to, like, 10. Can I triple as opposed to double? Let's see. 4. No, I can't triple the aldehyde. The aldehyde. Yeah, I can't do that. I can only double. So blue fairy would be out. Okay. Double the 6 and that would be 12. So crevice spike would be wrong. Same thing with Fluffy Dream. Frothy Water doesn't have Karmatrin. But that's all one, so I don't think that's right either. Okay, so that's also wrong. Sparkle Star's wrong. So is Sugar Rush. Sunshine Cloud would be wrong. Okay. Okay. So oh, okay. So I would only need to add one Karmatrin to that, wouldn't I? No. So double that would be 12. $14. 12. No. Yeah, there are a couple in here. I know I'm probably overthinking this, but the thing is, first of all, fuck this guy. I can only double. I can only double, Kirby. Yeah, a fedora with perfume and a plum. Okay. I don't like having to do this, but considering that I'm stumped, Does the game say that optional Karmatrin is limited only one part to make the drink a success? No, it does not say that, but that's not the point. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. So that's 6. 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. The total of ingredients here add up to 17. Beautiful! And what brings you here, Mr. I am Armandio. Virgilio Armandio. See, I introduced myself using Asian order because that's a lot more polite. Right. And I came here looking for an otherworldly experience. I was passing by and saw this place called Valhalla. I want to see the souls, the resting warriors, the wounded spirits of noble souls. The golden hall full of never-ending banquets and lively Valkyries looking over them. We have some arcade machines in the corner. No, you're not taking me too literally. You see, I'm being poetic. I'm giving a mystical air of mundane affair. I want to see drunk people. I wanted to see waitresses and food. I wanted to see the bar in all of its decadent glory. Well, you're out of luck. Today has been quite the slow day. Not that I'm very surprised, given how things have been going in the streets, though. Humans are a nasty bunch, that is true. Making a ruckus, coming at each other, but that's to be expected from the only mammal to kill its own. No, I'm no zoologist, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Oh yeah? Then give me an example of not zoologist bartender. Like I said, I don't know exact details, I just know that it isn't right. If memory serves right, once a lion takes over a pride, every cub born from another lion is killed or something. Takes over a pride? You can't take over a pride. Pride isn't a tangible thing. You need to stop making things up, not zoologist bartender. But going back on topic, do you know what the number 17 means? The atomic number of chlorine? No. And Chloe is a name, not a number, you know? The group where halogens are in the group where halogens are in the periodic table. Stop making up words like halogens and periodic and table. Okay then, I give up. 17 is us. Eh? Every human has 17 pairs of chromosomes. That number is the whole foundation of you and me. It's 23. What is? Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, not 17. Well, they're both primal numbers, so it's the same idea. Primal? Do you want anything else? I'd like a single plum floating in perfume served in a man's hat. Okay. No, I know what this one is. I know this one. Here. Ha! You didn't! Wait. You did. Enjoy! Well, I'll drink this, perfume. You don't really have to. Yeah, that'd be silly. You win this round, bartender. Hey, bartender, have you ever thought about death? How? What if we're already dead, both of us? What? What tells you... What tells you I even existed before I entered that door? How can you assure me that this reality is real, and we were not, in fact, in heaven or hell all along? What if everything to this point is just some stupid written story by an unemployed 20-something in his room? I don't think this is Monica's father, no. I could punch you to make you feel reality? I don't care about any of that, actually. This reality is real enough for me, and that's all that matters. Such a close-minded way of seeing things. You need to get away from the factual facts. Open your mind to things beyond your reach. You'll never reach enlightenment if you don't start. The Hiberner has started. It means the Twilight of the Gods in German, by the way. Well, you're on your own, bartender. Enjoy your new world order. What? A couple of nearby cars exploded, it seems. Oh, hell. Let me take a look out the window. Be careful. I see lots of flashes in the distance. Mostly gunshots.
Jill, come here a sec.
What? About 5 gigabytes of reports proving what several White Knight squads have been used to cover. Illegal actions were released to the public by an unknown anarchist group. We're receiving reports of several units going rogue, and using their weapons to hunt down anyone they find on the street. Several counter-terrorism forces from neighboring cities have been dispatched in order to subdue the crazed units after a plea from the Vice President. We're still waiting for a declaration from the Zaibatsu Corps CEO on the subject, but until then, things are ugly in and outside of that bank, it seems.
I'd recommend you stay here tonight. It's too dangerous to even think about going outside.
What if they break in?
They won't, even if the bar has quite the security system. And I'll be here protecting you as a added bonus.
I guess I'll stay here tonight.
I'll get you the spare mattress I have. Do you mind sleeping in my office?
No, I guess it's fine.
Good. Let's hope everything gets solved by the morning. I'll have the Zankanto on hand, just in case.
The metal bat with nails.
There's nothing that it can't bash.
Say, Gil, 4A. Hope everything's better by tomorrow.
Flawless service bonus, boys! That's what we're aiming for! This right here. This right there. The flawless service. Flawless service. Bonus. $500. Fuck yeah! Alright, so we've come this far. I've had to cheat, but I did. I did it. But yeah, you guys were right. I was overthinking it, and yeah. I don't know. When I try to solve a freaking problem, you know, my brain will kind of like, I don't know. I'm weird. I'm weird when it comes to puzzles like this. Especially when you think it's supposed to be that simple, but it's really not. But in actuality, it is. And you're just being a moron in front of, like, however many people are actually watching the stream. It's okay. Crystalline. Hi, I'm Scarlet. I have a tendency to belch because I don't give a single fuck. So, welcome to the stream.
Thanks, Gregor. Okay. Rise and shine. Good morning. It's 11 a.m. though. That's morning for me on the weekends and any other day. How's everything outside?
Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least.
How so?
Zaibatsu Corps' president is pleading with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have been subdued for most of the opposition. There have been also reports of White Knights just freezing. Like they were petrified somehow.
You make it sound like some god suddenly attacked. Some god suddenly decided to put everything in place.
Well, I'm just glad no bullets were flying in and out of the whole building. Sure, there's still some bad apples out, and it's not really safe yet, but it was worse last night. There also seems to be a civilian force lynching any White Knight they spot. So, not only are the White Knights not Whites a problem, regular folks are on edge too.
I wonder if Sei is okay. Should we be worried about Gil?
That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is that he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say even safer wherever he is than here.
I sure hope so. Are we gonna work today?
Nah, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off.
Oh, alright.
Say, you want me to help you get to your apartment?
Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Okay then, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way.
Sounds good. Ah, oh god!
Ah. Ah. And here we are.
Home sweet home. Thanks a lot. Hey boss, wanna hang out for a bit? Yeah, grab a beer, chill out for a bit. Mostly to thank you for helping me.
Well, I don't have much to do anyway, so yeah, sure. Did I tell you what... I did tell you you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I?
Oh yeah, you did.
What worries me a bit is that beer always leads to something else.
To more beer?
I was gonna say to one of us going through the Spanish announcer stable. But I think we're safe here.
Come on in then.
Excuse me.
Want one?
Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though. Smoke if you want.
Thanks.
Say, how is the chilly weather treating you?
I think it's cold from time to time, but nothing the Kotatsu and the heater can't fix. Alright, boss, you're not very good with cold, aren't you?
You know it.
You didn't bring your jacket here either.
Yeah, I left it at home when I was going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold and I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar.
Would you like a sweater or something?
Oh, don't mind me.
I insist. I have this hoodie from some time ago and it was too big for me.
Why buy it then?
It was dirt cheap.
Right. Wait, where did you get this one?
Dunno. Some flea market ages ago. Why?
Nothing. It's just like the one I had many years ago.
What happened to it?
Too much use. It just ripped.
I see. You can keep it if you want. I never use it anyway.
We'll see.
Come to think of it, how old are you, boss?
I'm eternally 17.
Fair enough. 17 plus how much?
17 plus I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew.
Alright. Let me go change into something more comfortable.
Take your time. Say, Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of black fur glaring in my general direction.
Oh, that's just Foray. He's just wary of any new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time.
He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat? They usually have green.
Yeah, weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss?
Back at home, we had a bear.
Ah, I see. What?
Good old Bosco. He kept intruders better than
He kept intruders away better than any dog.
Right.
This picture here isn't something you see every day.
What, me taking such a sappy pic?
No, the framed picture on a printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these?
That's, the one on the right is Lenore, my ex-girlfriend. The one on the left is Gabrielle, her sister.
Huh. Is this pic recent or...
Actually, that one's from 3 to 4 years ago.
You look exactly the same.
I'm only 27. What did you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old.
I thought that was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Let alone a printed and framed one. Did you break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex.
Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple of things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I still have feelings for her. I just went away. Haven't said a word since.
Really? It's hard to picture you doing such a thing, and you look so happy in the pic. Why have her pick out like this then?
I just couldn't get it out of my mind. Get my mind off something that Alma said to me. About missing having the warmth of someone else pressed against your side. Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Putting your head in their chest. Listening to their breathing as they pet your head. Dozing off, knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. I don't know. I felt nostalgic and then miserable.
I'll just put this away.
I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. I'd be a mess.
It's never too late to apologize, Jill.
Maybe.
What's that on the table? Looks like an envelope.
It's nothing! Nothing! No. Please give that to me.
Lope. Alright. I saw nothing. Don't worry.
Anyway, let's grab some beers.
Guide me.
Go lay down. Go sleep.
Drink all the beer. Got it!
Damn, you got lots of beer.
Well, the BTC gives me discounts at a point card, and I can use every time I buy their alcohol. With that, beer is usually the cheapest drink I can get.
Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these?
The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in stores. And besides, yeah, the one in the bar is more of the double IPA. This one is more of a Pilsner.
In English, please.
The one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor.
Dunno. It doesn't taste like a lighter to me.
I'm gonna drink all of it. I'm gonna get so drunk. I'm gonna get so drunk, I got no idea. Gulp. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Get another one.
Is this one made with that, what was the name of the base liquid that you use at the bar again?
Nutriogenic dichrometrical lidogenol. Fuck! Or NDL.
It was a supplement or something, right?
It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the mating kiss polluted water supplies. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. And this is the one...
Yeah. And this one made it... And this one... And is this one made with it?
Let's see. Yep, here it is. Near the end. NDL and cornstarch.
Cornstarch?
It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks.
I see. And I just realized something.
What?
You're a nerd, Jill.
Guilty as charged. Like dead Mimo. I still have that bottle of rum somewhere around if you want some of it.
Will you have some too?
Not really, no.
Then I'll leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends works.
Do you consider me a friend then, boss?
Why wouldn't I?
Dunno. What with being my boss and all, I was never too sure.
Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway.
That's good to know.
On a side note, it surprises me you kept that poster of me in your room. And even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know?
Does it make you uncomfortable?
If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it, though.
Aside from filling an empty spot on the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny, too.
My face is so red.
I guess it's like if someone gave you, dunno, a dildo-shaped trophy or something and you had it there as a conversation starter. Although no one comes here anyways, so it's kind of pointless.
What? No steamy nights of passion?
Not since a year ago, I think. And I'd rather not talk about what happened then.
Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can go dish out the pain.
No, nothing of the sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. Not being able to have sex for reasons mess. I'm glad to know you have my back, though.
That's what friends are for. Wait, you talking about the poster and compare it to having a... Wait, you talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy. Did you just call me a dildo face?
That's what friends are for.
Hey Jill, where did you get that black foray ball?
Well, as with any black cat or house cat in general, he's actually a stray. I found him in the alleys near the building, not long after I moved here, I think.
Ah, I see.
It was quite the sight, though. He was cornered by all these dogs, but they were keeping their distance. He was holding his ground, hissing and scratching as much as he could. There was a fried chicken bucket nearby, and it had some rainwater in it, so I threw the water over at the dogs. They ran, and I figured the cat's mom would be nearby, so I left. Then I noticed people looking in my direction as I walked. Turns out the little shit started following me.
So you brought it home?
At first I wanted to see if I could find him a new home, but having him welcome me whenever I come back was just too much for my heart, so we ended up staying.
It was destiny, girl.
When he came, he was so cute, though. Not like the fat mess that's sleeping on the table.
Hey, you're no spring chicken yourself, you know. Uh-huh.
Shit, I actually did that in front of someone else.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
Don't anyway me. Do you normally speak for your cat like that?
Maybe.
I wonder...
I wonder if Gil's alright.
You worried about him?
You make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot.
You can be hard to read.
I wouldn't worry.
I wouldn't worry about Gil so much, though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him.
And third?
He absolutely hates bell pepper.
He does.
I've seen him reject food that has been in contact with it.
Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something.
He's not.
Man, what a baby. How did you meet such a guy?
He showed up in the door of the bar.
He what?
Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion.
Right. Levitation potion.
It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have any money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave him the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying.
Huh?
I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day.
Damn.
I tried and failed to find out anything about him. So I decided to take him at face value. I'd judge him for what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I returned the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally.
What surprises me is that you took him in so easily.
I can take care of myself, and I always keep an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily.
I see.
You've made the bar more lively yourself, you know.
How so?
Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker. I can't remember her name.
Alma?
I was gonna say
Armitage. I don't know how to fucking say that. Well, she's hot, I'll give her that. She's also a nice person in general, but damn, she's hot.
Are you alright, Jill?
Yeah, why?
It's weird to see you say so openly that someone's hot.
What? Even you can see that she has a hot body, boss.
You'll find no objections here.
I mean, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about taking her into a room and...
Jill, you sure you weren't drunk?
I am. I mean, I'm sure I'm not. I mean... But those are the thoughts I leave to myself. I don't think I can handle her in a relationship. She has weird standards. That, and she's as straight gets. She's still a lovely person, though. That she became a regular is a blessing.
Any regular is a blessing when you get down to it. There's also that sex worker robot girl.
Ah, Dorothy.
She intrigues me, though. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, but rather that she takes to it with childish excitement.
I've kind of noticed that too, but then again, Lilium can be weird.
You think?
Lilium operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share our fear of morality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear or love, but they are different. Like a different culture, if you must.
I didn't see it that way.
Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72. It's a social interactions model or something. Lilium get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so... I'm guessing that she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction.
Interesting. The name Lilium is a bit weird, though.
It is?
You'd expect to be called bots or dolls, but Lilium doesn't convey the image of automatons.
Just a tip, bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bot is akin to calling them retard, and doll is calling them fake.
Thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilium?
As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilium are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore.
Oh, cool.
Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called... Oh, fuck!
Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne, and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See? Like that.
It's no big secret, it's just one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud.
Try me.
Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne?
Not all of it, but my little sister is a big fan of the reruns.
Back when I was in elementary school, I was such a huge fan of the show. I had everything, from the dolls, to the costumes, to the lunchboxes. It didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere.
I saw a couple episodes once. They were really nice.
It was beyond nice. The show is about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies, and yet still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when transformed. I'd say it was pretty damn ambitious. It was a pretty damn ambitious kids show, even by today's standards. The fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards, the beauty standards of body image, challenging as fuck.
Whoa, you got excited there.
And that is the problem. Back when I was obsessed with Jules, I sang the songs, dressed like her. I would even recite full chapters.
Something tells me you still can.
And that's beside the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but when I went to middle school... And what a surprise, tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about things I did back then. I don't hold it against Jules. I always hold a grudge against those fuck jobs.
Sounds rough.
You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about jackasses singing the theme tune and I worried about jackasses singing the theme tune of the show mocking me. Anyways, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud of me. I never talk about it because I always find the whole thing too silly in retrospect.
And yet it affects you even today. There's nothing wrong with it, though. It's actually kind of reasonable.
I sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? What kind of kid were you, boss?
Bleh. I can read, I swear! I can read.
Water's my friend.
When I was a toddler, I was the kind to always fight with kids bigger than me. Then puberty happened, I became a Merriam-Webster definition of a shallow jerkwad. Around the time I was 16, I realized what an idiot I was and went on to become who I am today. And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better.
Fair enough. Say, boss, how do you like them men?
2D.
2D?
Yes, I don't mind anything as long as... I don't mind anything as long as that thing is cute or 2D. How about you?
Back in high school, I liked them funny. In college, I liked them successful. After a while, I just wanted them stable, and now...
And now?
I don't know. I stopped caring about them being funny. My high school boyfriend started conflating cheering me up with mocking me when I'm down. I also stopped caring about them being successful. I realized half of them said they had no qualms about cheating with me or on me. I stopped caring about them being stable. I realized they were the kind of person I was trying not to become.
Not to become stable?
There was this guy who became so obsessed with holding a stable job that he hated. He started being physically ill. Not only that, the last time I managed to get some, I ended up throwing the guy out. He took incredible offense with how I smoked on the bed after sex.
The bed would catch fire, you know.
Not you two. I kinda envy Alma for that. At least when she dumps a guy, it's for less petty reasons.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, it's just... It all boils down to the fact that I can't get my mind off of Lenore lately. She was all what I just said. She made me laugh, she had a good position and was stable. She was also smart, caring, and why can't I get my mind off the whole thing? It's maddening. Maybe I should go and apologize. Maybe I should. Maybe that will make me rest easier at night. Maybe get my mind off of things for a while. I don't know if... I don't even care about going back to her, but... Ugh!
Hey, Jill, have you tried thinking about clothes for foray?
Clothes for...
Hey, listen, I know how you must feel. But you can't let all that cloud your senses. Next time you feel overwhelmed by those thoughts, try distracting yourself. Like with, say, thinking about what kind of clothes you want to put on foray.
Yeah. You know, boss, I'm a bit more curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it?
Keep in mind you're included in this circle, so any insults you hurl will apply right back at you. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time. Red-headed, glasses-wearing gut nut called Iris.
You called... The one you called for the helmet thing?
That one. She's managing a BTC in Panama right now, if I remember correctly.
She's managing a bar, too?
I got the idea from her, actually.
Oh.
It's called Nirvana, and if you thought this city was dangerous, you should see the people she has to deal with there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with.
On means to... Anne means to annex another business. What else does she do there?
I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened Nirvan B.
Nirvan-A. Nirvan B in the hotel instead.
Fucking, I can read, I swear. Bleh.
Weird decision.
I believe what she says that I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go into a hotel. So the bar was her woman cave.
Woman cave.
That aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was with Neo San Francisco, with the Neo San Francisco Police Force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime.
Wait, you were in the what?
I've done lots of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot.
Corporate what?
I still see my face on some of the websites from time to time. Anyways, aside from you, Gil, my sis, Iris, and Lexi, I guess there's a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you?
I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home in college, I went out a lot. But it felt more like going out was the pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Gil and my closest friend moving here is Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always Foray, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And you know, he's a cat.
Hey, cats are fine too, you know?
Boss. Hey, boss. How did you lose your V card?
V, huh?
You know, your V card, your first time, your deflowering.
Oh! That. Well, I'm legally bound not to disclose that information.
Does that mean you lost it?
Can't disclose that information.
Come on, just give me a hint or...
Jill, bad things will happen for everyone if that info is revealed in any way.
Alright. Sheesh.
I can only say this. The whole thing is related to my mechanical arm.
Great, now you're just teasing me.
Any reason you want to know that?
Well, everyone's first time is always a mess, but I've always... But I've always known if it was a messy time as... I've always to know if it was as messy of a time as mine.
What happened?
Well, I got all lovey-dovey with my first boyfriend, and we both got naked, and I... I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that his dick was small.
What, got nervous?
Nervous? No. I just find dicks funny.
You... Huh?
They're funny. They're... You have a sack attached to them and just, they grow in... They're just stupid meat rods.
So how did your boyfriend react?
He went flaccid from laughter and... He just shrunk and went limp. I had to work it out for a bit so I could control my laughter, but... It's so hard! They're just so stupid! Stupid meat rods.
Jill? Huh. Well, let's see how to move her to the back and side before she catches a cold.
Ah! She is right, though. Dicks are weird.
Yeah, feel free to go back and see what you missed.
Oh, that is the end of chapter 1, my dudes. Okay. Let's get the Daruma, because I really want to get this one. Well, my dudes, I'm going to make that the end of the stream for now. My voice is tired. I've gotten to a good stopping point. So, we'll continue on with chapter 2 next time. I will catch you nerds later. Alright, my home dogs, my home slices, my nerds, my weeblings. Yeah. Okay, bye.